This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
KFAN. The Power Hour begins in just about an hour from now. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Thank you. Thank you, Zachy. Hi. Archer Morning Show, here we are. Over there's Marnie Galarnar.
Look at when I put these headphones on after the fro has worn them.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Looks good.
Yes. I watched Max on last Friday live on the Plaza on Fox 9 with the outside the Twins game.
Oh, yeah, the home opener.
And
on Thursday.
Dear God, I didn't know you could put a headset on, Max. But that thing was just, I mean...
It was fighting for its life.
It really was.
It was on the brink, yeah. That headset's in therapy, for sure.
It held up a sign at one point that said, help me.
Max,
Like Creasel. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Hey, Corey,
Yes, sir.
did you know it was on this date in 1994 that they found Kurt Cobain?
I did not know.
That. Do you remember where you were at?
I do. I was at my friend Chad's house.
Was it like an MTV
breaking news yep.
thing?
I was on a job site working sheetrock construction in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And it broke through on the radio. Bam. Yeah, man. Oof.
Were you guys big fans at the time?
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucked.
Yep, 31 years ago today. 31 years ago today. Yep.
It's terrible.
There you go.
Yikes.
Nirvana was like the first rock band that I really started vibing with. And like learning that whole story is super tragic.
Yeah. In better news than that, it was on this year 25 years ago today, Marnes,
Yep.
that he needed more cowbell, and he got it. That's right. Saturday Night Live aired the now classic More Cowbell skit 25 years ago today.
Legendary.
Yep, way up there.
Yep.
And I don't think we had any idea at the time. We thought it was funny. But man, that thing has grown and grown and grown through the years.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Can you, Corey, and you can, I know, but I'm going to say it anyway. Besides Will Ferrell and Christopher Walken, who are the other cast members in that sketch?
Jimmy Fallon, Chris Parnell, Horatio Sands, Chris Kattan. Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
That was it. You nailed it. That was it, man.
Chris
Look at you.
Kattan.
I could have given you one, Jimmy Fallon.
I could do it now only because I just saw the 50 Seasons thing, and they do the documentary, and they do a huge episode about that. So
Talking about Will Ferrell's choice to wear a shorter shirt.
Right.
Right.
Can you imagine that sketch with just a regular shirt?
I know.
It would still work, but it was a better choice, right?
But
Enhanced it so much.
Oh, big time.
even down to the choice of using a cowbell instead of a wood block, remember? And they like the sound of cowbell. I need more cowbell. Sounded
it's better
funnier
with
than I
Walken's
need more
voice.
wood block. Yeah.
Even the way he walks in and out of the studio.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken's got a funny way of walking, no pun intended. Like, it's just a funny walk. So, like, when he would do his little speech and then walk back into that back room, it's the best. And if you look closely, you know, when Walken's in the producer's room in the back there, you can see him smiling through the glass.
He's back there. You can see it.
You can see him laughing at the sketch because he kind of thinks he's off camera, at least a little bit off camera. He's smiling back there. He knows it's funny.
Daddy was enjoying this.
For
if
sure.
you have not seen the documentary on SNL yet, and where they break that down, it's very much worth your time. Very, very worth it.
So good.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live was good this past weekend. Am I the only one?
It
I think
was,
you said you saw it?
Jack Black was awesome.
Anybody see it? Mars?
Didn't see it yet.
Johnny Bones?
I record it every week.
Oh, yeah.
Have not watched it yet.
Weekend Update was legendary.
Very good, man.
Eggo
Eggo's the best.
That bet was.
She is so good.
I love
She's
Eggo.
so pretty.
What a name
she is.
Eggo.
I did see the clip circulating on social media where she is in front of Michael Che and Colin Jost and standing up, and she asked the audience to say something, and they all said the S word.
Yes.
And I'm like, what did she think they were going to say?
That's it was
She
so
led
good
them into
though.
it, but it was hilarious, and the reaction.
With his filibuster. Phew. I had my fill of busters. 'Cause these men ain't what? You finna get fired for that. Damn,
That's a good bit.
Yeah, she didn't break character. That was the best part about it. Is that she could have just gone like, "Oh my gosh, we can't say that." Like Lauren's going to be pissed, but she stayed in bit mode and just killed it. She's awesome.
And keeping Colin Jost and Michael Che on camera,
Right.
where you could see them behind her, was hilarious because they could
Lose
not
it.
believe it. They were losing it. Yeah. Funny stuff, man.
Good bit,
That
man.
show still got it.
Still got it.
Yeah, Jack Black brings energy. There's no doubt about it. And he's never out of breath, by the way.
No.
When he's running around singing, I'm like, how do you do that? He is not a look. He doesn't appear to be in shape.
No.
Okay?
Listen, that shape is round.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
We were just kind of talking about it a little bit with Lieber yesterday, how he was talking about how he thinks that Kieran Culkin is the same person and everything. Jack Black is kind of the same person and everything, but I don't mind it. I'm never mad at it. Like, I'm always like, sweet, that's Jack Black.
The only time he wasn't, well, I guess he kind of was, but maybe the furthest he's been from it was Tropic Thunder. When
Yeah,
he's the
that's-
drug addict.
yeah, that is true.
That's
Yeah.
a brilliant film.
Movie's so funny.
My goodness.
Or Shallow Hal.
God, I love that
Gwyneth
movie.
Paltrow.
I love that movie.
Right? He's
One of-
he's pretty calm. He's in a romance. So
One of the great disappointments of my life is when I found out that I was a butt double for Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Huh?
I know.
That's
Same.
the worst.
same.
That was,
Prosthetics or
yeah, I know. Right.
It's okay.
heartbreaking.
I know. And I liked all the versions of Gwyneth in that movie.
Talk about it. Speak your piece, bro.
News time.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Let's go, St. Paul Saints. You know I love them. Won't be long now.
They're home this week.
They are home this week. Won't be long now. Old Zacho will be down there.
I think we might have Zebby Matthews pitching tonight.
Can I check for you?
Zibby.
That does sound like a name from 1912, right?
Yeah.
Zebby Matthews.
He will. I don't think the Twins rotation keeps struggling the way it has been. We'll see him very soon here, and it's going to be exciting.
Omaha Storm Chasers in town tonight, tomorrow,
I love that
Thursday.
name. It's so good.
Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. My God. So 6:37 tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Then 2:07 on Saturday and Sunday. Down at CHS Field.
Hey, not to keep bringing this up, John Bonus, but if the Twins rotation keeps being terrible, what if we do a bum of the month thing at Target Field where one rando gets to pitch once a month, and the Twins could market it as the bum of the month?
The Saints rotation has the opposite of bums. They have got some, at least two and maybe three pretty good prospects sitting down there waiting for a chance to come out and show what they can do. So, we'll see if Chris Paddock continues to struggle or Bailey Ober continues to struggle or Joe Ryan's velocity stays down. We'll see.
I happened to be watching the game last night, Booney, when the pitch clock violation happened and Rocco lost his mind. Is the rule that the pitcher has to just start his windup, like sort of just start the process?
Well, in that particular, yes, I think it is that you have to just start the windup. But in that particular case, the problem was that he wanted a timeout because he was having a problem with his pitch comm and did not get it.
But then he realized that he wasn't going to get the timeout. He started his motion with
before the
two
zero?
on the
there was 2-3 seconds. Yeah,
and LaTroy and Corey Provis were going through it, but they weren't really taking a stance.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what am I watching? This feels wrong because there was 2 on the clock when he started his motion again. So
and then I think in Rocco's postgame, he did say that. He said, like, not only did he not get the timeout that he wanted to get, he did start, in fact, his motion before the thing started. So Yeah.
And by the way, not only was that call bad, but he was missing balls and strikes all game long for both teams.
Yeah.
Horrible strike zone. That
not great.
Challenge system can't come soon enough. Why did we have to wait a year? Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
it worked great.
Yeah, I loved it in spring training, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it here.
Don't they give a report at the end of the game or the next day or something like that where we could look at last night's umpire specifically in that game?
Yeah, there is there's a website or a Twitter account.
Umpire auditor, I think.
Something like that, yeah, that you can find where it tells you like how many runs the bad calls were worth on either side of it. So like the Twins benefited by 0.85 runs or something based on the strike zone, or
I was just looking for a percentage of balls and strikes that were called correctly.
It has that too, but then it also takes those things into account, like what the count was, and what the chance, how much it affects the the next count. So
there are some statistics that I'd like to share with you now, and they are numbers.
I think it's umpire scorecard or something.
Yes, umpscorecards.com.
Are you checking it out?
It's a day delay, so we won't know until tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay, get back to me, will you?
I'll give you a call.
All right. Not just text
I'll
it.
get you on the horn.
Not gonna answer. Just text it.
I'll text it then.
Yeah.
FaceTime?
Snapchat?
Yeah, text is good.
Now you're being creepy.
Text will work.
Slide the DM.
Text.
All right, back to the news.
Snapchat?
A northern New Jersey movie theater is banning unaccompanied children from seeing the new Minecraft movie following vandalism in the theater. Yeah. The theater says unsupervised children were recently engaged in bad behavior during the movie. And there's a video of them getting kicked out and spilling their drinks and throwing things. Several complaints have been filed by others in the theater. All children must now go to the Minecraft movie with an adult. Apparently, there's a scene where Jack Black says the words chicken jockey.
Yeah, there's literally like applause that breaks out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Chicken jockey. So apparently when he says chicken jockey, the kids go crazy and throw popcorn.
There's multiple scenes. Like I thought it was just a bit online, but I went and saw it with my daughter over the weekend, and it literally happened. Like the theater broke out into applause, and people were like jumping up and hooping and hollering. It was almost Rocky Horror Show. Like,
yeah, right. If it gets the kiddos to go to the theaters, I guess,
Right. They'll start throwing toast.
Well, I couldn't get mine to go.
Oh.
She was on spring break, and I'm like, look, she doesn't know the reviews are not great. I don't care. Let's just go. Want to go see Minecraft? No.
The wrong person asked her.
She had no interest. And she grew up playing it, loves the game. She's like, nah, doesn't look that good. In fact, she said the CGI looks bad.
Oh
my God.
Really? I'm like,
no DNA test needed.
Yeah.
My kid, no DNA test needed.
You ruined her.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Roblox and Minecraft, not great graphics on either. They love both of them. That whole generation loves a whole bunch of games that have terrible graphics. Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, she thought the CGI in the trailer looked bad. I'm like, everybody's going to see it. We can go see it. Nah. Okay. I guess your childhood's over. Okay, great. Whoops. Didn't know I had another.
Wow, okay. You made her go get a job? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You called her a bum after
that? I'm going to go to the movies. You might as well go on down and get a job.
Good job, you bum.
Yeah, you can clean up all the popcorn that kids are throwing.
Well, you ruined that joke, Zach. I mean, we were rolling.
It's that seat. It's that seat.
The state of Minnesota, Zach, is participating in Severe Weather Awareness Week. On Thursday, a state tornado drill will be run 2 times. The drills will take place at 1:45 and 6:45. During those times, schools and residents can take their time to practice their plans. During those times, as long as there's no severe weather, tornado alarms will go off. Isn't that 1 o'clock every Wednesday?
First Wednesday.
First Wednesday of the month.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
It's 1 o'clock, not 1:45.
Yeah. So I wonder why they're doing it on Thursday as well.
It's a special thing they do every year.
Oh, nice.
I remember when I was a kid having to go into the hallway and do put your hands over your head, duck and cover.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The old tornado pose.
Yeah, so they can find your hands when later.
Yes.
Right.
That falling debris is going to really...
Right.
By the way, Zachary, 45 seconds ago, don't forget, if a joke bombs on this show and you're in that chair, you do one of two things. Either go, I'm trying, or when Chris was like, wow, nice joke, you just go, oh, sorry, Captain Comedy. That's another play. You can basically... And if you think that Captain's not nice enough, you can say Sergeant Comedy,
say Sergeant.
Lieutenant Comedy.
General would be great.
General Comedy.
That, thank you.
Should I just threaten to leave and say that nobody wants me here?
Yeah, you might want to do that.
You could, if it doesn't work as well because you are Zach, but you could say, if Zach had said that, you would have said it was brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really good
That's a good point. Then I will quickly agree.
You could also raise your hand once in a while and say,
we have had a significantly less amount of Woodhawks.
And I believe in the last day and a half until I'm about to do it, no one has mentioned Chris's dad or sister.
No.
It's been real great.
Nobody's asked if they can ask a question.
And nobody's had a story where they began with, I woke up.
There is that, too.
Okay, feels like we're piling on.
It feels like we miss him is what it feels like.
We do. He's a
love you,
wonderful
Saucy.
part of the show. We love you, Paul.
He's the bum of the
You are
month.
welcome here.
He's a bum.
Always.
Bum is a good word for Christopher Walken, right?
And
it really is.
I don't know about you guys, but I missed that twerp.
Yeah. We're bringing that back, Martin. Did you learn that? Lieber wants us to bring back the word twerp. Calling people twerps.
Houston brought back the word choke last night.
Yeah, they sure did.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
That was a sports joke.
That was a sports joke and a transition. We'll do sports after this. John, can you stick around or not?
One more.
All right, one more.
Good morning from the Power Trip. And thank you for listening to The Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, is he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. I'm sorry I had coffee breath. I apologize.
I didn't smell it.
Good. Thank God.
Your coffee breath.
Thank you. Boy, we were taking a picture together, and I held my breath because I didn't want her to smell my coffee breath.
I'll be curious to see how that picture turned out.
Me too.
Zach just walked in there, and he's like, smile. And Hawk looked one way and smiled oddly, and I looked the other way and smiled oddly. Neither not looking at each other or the camera. Where are you going to put that? Is that an X?
It's a promo.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Or do
And
you have a
Instagram.
personal stash?
I have a great big stash. You want to see it?
Oh.
Yikes.
I didn't like the way you said that.
It's a weird thing.
That tone was unnerving.
The tone was odd. Yeah.
I haven't heard as much button bar material. Not material. I've heard a lot of material. I haven't heard actual button bar in the last couple of months.
I like
There
to
used to
switch
be
up
a lot
a bit.
of. There was a Rosie, and then he was overtaken by that dirty Pat Kessler.
Yeah, right. That's right.
And now
I like to keep it fresh.
it's just kind of clean.
Yeah, I like to keep it fresh.
Okay, so I respect that.
Yeah, I'll bring it back around. You know, like for a while, I was playing a lot of my AI tunes. You got to go away from it.
That's
or
right.
You gotta let people
You know
miss
what
it.
you're doing.
Well, I don't know that that's true, but I'm just, I'm out here trying to recreate the direwolf, if you know what I mean. Like I'm just trying to bring things back to life, right? You know what I mean? I mean,
oh,
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look what you just did.
Big game tonight, fellas.
For who?
Drunken Scotties. Let's go. Let's do sports.
Time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Hey, thanks, All Around. Thanks, All Around. The Wolves at the Drunken Scotties tonight, 7 o'clock. Marnes, we mentioned it right before you got here, but the Wolves have won 5 straight, but they have 4 games to go and are 46-32. Same record as the Clippers, Warriors, and Grizzlies.
Marzi?
Yes.
Finchie said this about the playoff picture weirdness.
2 days ago, we don't play, and we move up in the standings. Okay, then we don't play last night. 2 teams ahead of us lose, and we move down in the standings. I mean, that is a alternate universe. Only thing that matters is what we do, and we put ourselves in position now to control our own destiny, and that's exactly where you want to be.
There you go.
Yep. The Wolves' destiny will be determined tonight and Thursday because their final 2 games are against Brooklyn and Utah on Friday, Sunday at home, and neither one of those teams has any interest in winning. So,
and the Wolves have been really good against bad teams who have no interest in winning.
Pretty much, except for the Philly last game was a little dicey. But in general, I mean, it's never easy to say it's a guarantee. But Booty!
I'm saying.
But at the end of the season, okay, I'm just going to put those in the win category. That means tonight at Milwaukee and Thursday at Memphis will determine the Wolves' side of things. Anyway, this Western Conference is wild. Right. I hope fans are taking this in and enjoying this because every night it matters. And a lot of times multiple games matter. Like tonight, the Wolves are impacted by 4 different games, including their own. But the Lakers play at the same time against OKC in Oklahoma City. The Warriors play at 9 o'clock tonight in Phoenix. And the Clippers play also at 9 o'clock tonight, 9:30, against the Spurs. All of those games will impact the Timberwolves in the standings. And the season ends on Sunday. Crazy.
Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
Although the playoffs are after that.
Yeah, no, I know.
But you're almost there.
Yeah, they go until Christmas.
Yep, right after Jingle Ball.
I don't understand. You've been just couldn't wait for the end of the NBA season?
That's Chris every year.
Yeah, well, it's like this, Marnes. I love the playoffs.
It's just that regular season you could do.
Well, you got to get through it. It don't matter until it matters. It don't matter till it matters. That's my T-shirts that I'm selling.
Okay.
Raise money for iHeart.
Milwaukee doesn't really have a lot of incentive to win tonight, right? They're pretty much sort of locked in. The whole Eastern Conference is kind of locked in where they're supposed to be.
Incorrect.
That's right.
Milwaukee is the 5 seed. Detroit is the 6 seed right behind them, a game and a half behind.
Okay, but either way, you're a road team.
Okay, so
John,
I guess.
John, come on, man.
You can't help yourself.
Is there anything else you want to rip me on? How's my hair today?
Oof, don't go there.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to tell you. To run a comb through it, but whatever.
I got my pick if you need to use it.
Yeah.
Well, just because you're in the top of the standings doesn't mean there isn't, meaningful games ahead, right?
Yeah.
You want to finish the season with something.
Sure. Thanks, Tony Robbins.
Should be a tough
And
one
the Bucks
tonight.
have won 4 straight games.
Thanks, Chris
Giannis has
Robbins.
2 straight triple doubles.
Okay.
Man.
And his
for
triple double
Dave.
2 games ago for him because he didn't play the last game was a 20 assist game. It was 38 points, 20 assists.
Whoa.
There
I
are
got it right
some
here.
statistics that I'd like to share with you now, and they are numbers.
35 points, 17 rebounds, 20 assists.
Wow.
It's kind of nuts. Somehow
That's
Giannis
absurd.
has become underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, that's absurd. I think Damian Lillard went out with that blood clot weird issue, and so it's all been on Giannis.
Right.
What do you think Tony Robbins books per appearance? What's the booking fee for a corporate gig for Tony Robbins? Like 200,000 or is it like an insane number?
It's got to be.
6 figures minimum?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
Yeah.
I have the number.
Is he still
Go for it. That was a quick Google.
500 to 750.
That's
very good.
Are you going to try to get him for something?
Give me less for that.
It can exceed that range depending on international travel or extended activities.
Yeah, you got to give him travel money. I'm just saying when Zach was like, with maximum enthusiasm, when Zach was like, well, but even at the end of the year, you got to find something to play for. Like that, I would pay for that. I wouldn't pay $750,000 for it, but maybe a company wants to book Zach at a discount rate from Tony Robbins.
I think should book him.
Carrot Top.
Jingle Bells.
You mean Jingle Balls?
All right, Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells is the
I
name
know
of
what
the
you're
song.
doing. I know what you're doing, and I like it.
You're trying to throw a smoke bomb in here before you leave. A Molotov cocktail through the window. We're not falling for this trap, John.
Come on, John.
I think we should get an 8-month head start on it.
I don't know if I could live up to the most anticipated event of the holiday season.
Well,
Zach, maybe you should do public speaking. Do inspirational speeches like Creasel.
Yeah, that would work great for me. I'd really get the people going.
Well, not with that attitude.
I'm not. That is my attitude.
No, but flip on your high school hockey voice and then get us inspired.
All right. All right. You probably have had a bad day today. It's about to get better, and here's why. Number one, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to look at yourself. You're going to be like, I'm a stud.
All right, that's number one. How many numbers are this? Is it like 8 bullet points? Is your 8, right?
Number 2, I am worth it.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Number 3, you can't see people behind me right now, but it's everybody else because I'm number 1.
Excellent.
Okay.
But that's number 3.
Number 4.
Yeah.
You can't see them, but to my left and to my right are my family and friends who have lifted me up to this point, and I wouldn't be here without them.
What does that have to do with the audience, though?
It sounds like this is becoming more about you.
So the audience, I have to meet your friends and family to succeed?
Number 5, it's a dark room because it was dark, but the light is ahead, and I am the light.
Okay, never mind.
You be the light.
You turned into.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
You turned into Charlie Manson on that one.
I'm ready to run through a wall to get the hell out of here.
Oh, thanks, Jesus. That was really good, Zach.
What's your middle name again?
Patrick McKenzie.
So, ZachPHalverson.com if you want to book a speech. They're booking up pretty much for the rest of 2025, but if you want to start booking for 2026, ZachPHalverson.com.
Popped out of the womb and started walking and talking. Zach P. House.
Boom. And stop. You have 2 middle names? Did you say Patrick McKenzie?
Yes.
ZPM.
It made that real ID thing a little more complicated, but we got it done.
You know what you don't look like? A guy named Patrick McKenzie.
Yeah.
I would never think that you look like a Patrick.
Yeah.
Could we call you Pat Mac?
I'd like to call you Madonna.
I thought about it. I thought about like, when back in the radio name days, Zach, people asked me if you didn't go by Zach Halverson, what would you go? And I thought it was going to be like
Pat Mac.
PM, or like
Pat.
PM Dawn.
I thought about Zach Patrick at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's got a nice ring
But then
to
I'm like,
it.
that's too close to Dan Patrick.
Oh.
I'd call you Tylenol PM because you put me to sleep.
Does your brother have 2 middle names?
Genius.
Oh, thank
No,
you.
he's just got the one.
Yeah. But it's
I'm
really
to talk
long.
to Kathy.
You
See
should.
what's going on.
Yeah,
Zach
that's the
Mac.
story. Zach Mac. I like that.
I'd like to call you Lawrence Fishburne.
Thank you. You know what? You go ahead, Hawk. You have the full license to call me
Thanks, Larry.
Larry. Oh, Larry Fishburne.
Larry
You guys got a good
PM
vibe.
Fishburne. John Bonus, twinsdaily.com, right?
TwinsDaily.com, Cleveland the Geek Podcast, zone coverage. If you want to follow the Wolves and Hockey Wilderness, you want to follow the Wild.
You and Gleeman are going to have to listen to Zach Pack over here to get inspired and positive before your next podcast.
Yeah, because the last one was a little bit of a downer.
No.
Yeah.
And if the Twins want anybody in that clubhouse to help turn things around, I'm ready to
There you go.
rally the troops.
For way less than $500,000, right? You'll go in there for way less than that.
Yeah, like $250 tops.
Good deal for them.
I'll let Rocco know. Yeah.
Thank you.
John, you're an American treasure.
See you guys.
We appreciate the coffee
Bye,
and
buddy.
appreciate the time.
Man, thanks for all the good feelings.
Bye.
All the optimism. Vikings news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
I just knew him as a kid.
Long, silent voices from his past came forward.
And he was just staring at me.
And they had secrets of their own to share.
Gilbert King. I'm the son of Jeremy Lynn Scott.
I was no longer just telling the story. I was part of it.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between a killer and the son he'd never known.
If the cops and everything would have done their job properly, my dad would have been in jail. I would have never existed.
I never expected to find myself in this place. Now, I need to tell you how I got here.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Bone Valley, Season 2. Jeremy.
Jeremy, I want to tell you something.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. And to hear the entire new season ad-free with exclusive content starting April 9th, subscribe to Lava for Good Plus on Apple Podcasts.
On the Fan.
Fan.
All right, so Zacho and I over here, I know it's, you're Max. I'm sorry. Max and I over here.
Similar.
I apologize. We just saw a thing about the Goofy movie.
There's a new documentary coming out about
Are you guys
it.
familiar with, do you guys remember the Goofy movie?
Never saw, but I know your love for it.
The character Goofy?
Yeah, so it's about he and his son taking a vacation trip. And his son is 13, 14 years old, going from kid to young adult. And he doesn't hang out with dad, right? And he doesn't think his dad is cool. And I told Maxo, who saw it as a kid and watched it from the son's perspective, I dare you to watch it as a dad. You cry so hard your body hurts.
Oh no.
Because it is about losing that part of your child, the part that you never get back. You know what I mean? It's a great thing. I'm not saying you want the opposite, right? You don't want a kid to never grow up, but it is unbelievably sad. But it's great. So Max is going to ruin his night tonight. He's going to watch it.
I'm going to try to watch it. I can't even imagine how emotional I'm going to be. Those movies make me cry anyways, man. And like I was just telling you off the air, just little moment, I'm right. It's going to hit me square in between the eyes because I'm at that point of fatherhood right now. My daughter's 12. She's turning 13 soon. I can feel the eye rolls coming, you know, like I can feel that kind of not distance, but she's got her own life. She's got her own thoughts and her own opinions. And it's like hard to.
How dare she?
No, not that. It's just, it's hard to reconcile with because it's like she's her own part. You've been fathering one way and parenting one way forever because she was a little one. And now she's like out in the world and you got to like adapt and learn how to parent differently. And it's
Start
like,
drinking.
Well, you raise them to break your heart.
Yeah.
Right? You want them to leave. That's what you're supposed to do. But my goodness.
It's
cheapers.
It's hard.
It is. It's really hard. The Goofy movie is top 5 period movies that make me cry. As you can hear, I'm having a hard time doing it right now. It's really, really great though. It's really well done. And I'm so glad they're doing a documentary about it. They have the guy who does Goofy's voice and the guy now, the kid then, who does Max's voice, walk out to a car. It's a Pacer that looks exactly like the cartoon version of the car they drove in the movie. It's pretty cool, man.
Marnie, you're getting dangerously close. I mean, Gabby and Philly are almost out the door, and you're going to have to deal with this twice.
Yeah, what are you and Marco going to do?
Well, first of all, we're going to learn each other's names. I've had a lot of conversations about this. Our kids are a junior and a freshman in high school, and I've told them both, you're not leaving, right? You're just going to live here. We'll keep your room. But you're right. We do want them to go somewhere, experience life, but hope you always come home. Mm-hmm. It is a transition, Max. You're totally right. It's sort of like be where they are. What do they need? And you want to be friends with them to a point, then the parent kicks in. Like you see those disasters that are because the parents were best friends with their kids instead of a mom or a dad when the kid really needed it. So.
I'm sitting right here. You don't have to talk about me like that.
So it's a balance, man. It is a balance. And I feel like even right now, at my kids just last week turned 15 and 17. And it is still, I would argue, this has been my favorite time of my entire life. Mm-hmm. And I don't generally like teenagers like other people's, for example. I mean, just in general. But I did not think I would enjoy my teenage children the way that I do. So that you have, what I'm saying to you, Max, is you still have a lot to look forward to.
Oh, no, for sure. I like this way better than her being a little kid. Like, it's so cool that every time I see her, she's thought new things and learned new things and has new opinions. And we can just talk about things and enjoy things together. And I can pick her brain about stuff. You know,
it's wild.
It's a really cool thing. I love it.
But they won't be kids again. They won't be. And you see little videos that pop up or photos, and it's just, man, it's a weird reality. But life is good. So blessed.
Now I'm really upset.
Oh, Pat,
same.
Sorry.
Me too, buddy.
How about a blunt?
Corey, you're on both ends of it.
That would help.
Yeah, I remember when both of the girls thought I was funny, but they grew out of it. Bailey once told me, "You don't do jokes, you're just annoying." She was about 10. And now the little one just rolls her eyes because she's 11. The little one rolls her eyes and is like, yeah, I get it. Like, oh man, dad joke sarcasm out the door. I'm going to have to up my game now.
Yeah.
The dad jokes fade. Teenagers don't like the dad jokes.
They don't like the dad jokes.
No.
I'm bombing every weekend.
Same. Like Common and Meat Sauce.
Oh.
Hey, did you go see that show?
Yes, I did.
And?
I saw that show.
And?
At Styx Tavern.
And?
Near my house.
So it happened, is what you're saying.
It was a good time.
And?
It was a good time.
How did it go?
That's a lie.
It was good. It was good. Sauce was really funny.
That's a lie.
He's got some dad bits in there, which is new because obviously he didn't have dad bits before little Louis was born.
So new material.
Yes, and then Common, I'd heard most of the stuff, so it's still funny, and he has a great presentation. He has a lot of energy and animation when he delivers.
That's a lie.
Can you give us a glimpse at some of Sauce's new dad material, even if you don't try to replicate the joke? Do you know what like the point of a couple of the jokes were?
Yeah, circumcision joke, which as you can imagine, circumcisions are hilarious.
Could be funny, sure.
The birthing, not the actual birthing process, but being in the hospital. Mm-hmm. You know,
get spanked,
and then the spanking.
Got it. All right. Crowd was good?
Crowd was good. It was sold out, which I don't really know what that capacity is. Hundo?
Okay.
Hundreds of thousands.
Wow. Yes. That's a big place. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Huge room. Yeah.
I'd like to see you play a concert sometime.
Boom.
Whilst I was there at Styx Tavern, which is the restaurant at a golf course in Chaska, technically Dahlgreen Township. The manager of the place comes to me and said, "Hey, I don't know if you've heard, but we're starting Initials game live on Sunday.
Start Sunday.
Can you be here?" I was like,
"Show me some skin."
Oh my God,
that guy's aggressive.
Settle down, Dennis DeYoung.
Well done.
See what you did. That was clever. I'm going to miss you next week. Should we do Vikings news?
That ain't funny.
Okay.
Hold on, yeah.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Truck Accessories Pro.
You know,
them Vikings.
Yeah, you know, I used to do Vikings fan line. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
I used to do fan line. And for years and years and years, especially back in the day, you'd get calls and you'd be like, Tervaris or Travis or Tavarius. They just couldn't say his name right. Didn't matter how many years we had him. And I'd get like, the guy's the quarterback of the team. You can't learn his name? Well, once in a while this happens as well. The Vikings released cornerback. We're going to go with Nahshon or Nahshon. N-A-H.
Oh, hell no.
S-H-O-N.
Nahshon.
We're going to go with Nahshon. But here's the thing. Doesn't matter if I don't know how to pronounce it because he played one game for the Vikings, and he has been released. So the only reason I think this is interesting or in the news, this is the guy the Vikes got in exchange for Andrew Booth. Mm-hmm. So remember
his name you could say.
Yes, and again, he was very frustrating because that was a part of that first Kwesi class. It just went completely south. So the Cowboys and the Vikings swapped cornerbacks, saying like, "Hey, let's give these guys change of environment. Let's see if it works." And Nashawn Wright played one game for the Vikes, had 15 special team snaps, no statistics.
Show me some skin.
So it didn't work for him. I don't know if Andrew Booth's doing anything in Dallas, but obviously it wasn't working here at all. So that era of Vikings football has moved on.
His great-grandpa, John Wilkes Booth, got some stuff done.
Oh, boy.
I didn't say it was good stuff.
Damn it, Andrew.
May have been slightly misinformed. Right? Like, somebody may have fed him some fake news.
And let me tell you, that family tree took a left turn.
Quickly. Real quick. Yeah, which is great.
Good.
Good.
Marty, you don't think that's funny?
It's amusing.
Little soon, but
you think?
a little soon.
Just don't let him go see Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh,
you like? Okay, thanks, Martin.
I still think that sounds like Stewie.
Oh, it does.
Oh.
I thought it was Stewie for the longest time.
Sounds like Charchian to me.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Solid. Draft is what, 2 weeks from Thursday?
Here we go. That's right. It's almost here, man. I can't believe it's almost here. I really can't believe it. It seems like it's always almost football season, doesn't it? Get her done.
Yeah, again, time is a bitch, right? It just, every year goes faster than the previous year.
Nice retort.
Thank you. Love it.
Hey, Martins, can you identify this movie? You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going home, grab a shower and a shave, give the wife a little pickle, and I'm on my way.
The greatest.
Of course.
It's your all-time favorite movie.
Yes. Yep. Of course it is.
All-time favorite movie. That's pretty cool. Do you know what number 2 is on your list, or is the gap from 1 and 2 significant?
If I had your job, I'd kill myself.
So A League of Their Own is number 1.
How it works is the train moves, not the station. Okay. Yeah.
Anything even close?
If we're talking all time, probably Dirty Dancing or Grease, maybe. If I'm going by how many times I've seen the movie.
Sure.
I mean,
and Bridesmaids.
That's a different question, though. That's a totally different question.
Yeah, but I think what she's saying is you're probably
I've seen it because
you love it that much.
Yeah,
because you're not catching it on TNT.
No.
Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, because if that's the case, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End is my favorite movie of all time. Whoops.
But if it is on, I will stop and watch it because I love it.
And that's a good point, too, because I've also caught The Wedding Singer many times on a Sunday afternoon on TNT, and I'm watching that because it is one of my favorite movies.
It's fantastic.
Help me, I'm poor.
So, is Johnny Castle your favorite Swayze, or like Ghost Swayze, or Point Break Swayze? Yeah. You go straight Dirty Dancing.
Yeah. Roadhouse
Swayze.
That's the one.
You know something?
No, again,
nice.
Marnie, think about this for a second. You're into dudes, right? And you like Dirty Dancing Swayze.
Yeah.
Zacho over there into dudes thinks Swayze is dead from the neck up.
Well, he's dead from all of them now.
But specifically does not think he has an attractive face at all.
Yeah.
Doesn't find his face attractive.
I don't know that I'm into Johnny Castle Swayze. More the character.
The attitude, the swagger.
Yeah, and just that little love story of and the music and the dance at the end, that finale. Oh, my gosh. When he comes back and the whole crew is with him and they're going up to the stage. Just tremendous.
And, I just loved that the entire crowd knew how to do that dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
There's no sheet music for this stuff.
No, and Jerry Orbach was trying to put Baby in the corner, and nobody does that. You can't do that.
Hawk's dad loves sheet music.
How did he not know that you can't put her in the corner?
He spends his time policing in New York City.
and having abortions, right?
Paying for them.
Secret abortions.
Paying for them.
Doing them.
Okay.
Performing them.
Oh, I think he had to clean up. He was on cleanup duty.
Oh, was he on cleanup duty?
She had the bad one, and he had to help
that's
her
right.
out.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. I thought he performed it. You're right, but you've seen it more than me, so I've seen it a bunch of times. I just wasn't paying attention.
What?
You're right. It went south.
Mm-hmm.
Cleanup duty.
Yucky.
Hey,
Bring it on.
Yeah.
anyway,
Hey, how old is Jennifer Grey's character in that movie? Is she supposed to be college age?
No.
she's on a vacation with her family. They don't really talk about can she drink.
Isn't she getting ready to go to college? Isn't that the whole part
So
of the
she
plot?
like 18?
Am I wrong? I've only seen it twice.
I'm just saying, are we in a weird kind of George Jetson situation?
Yeah, because Swayze's 32.
Johnny Castle has an AARP card.
Baby is portrayed as being 17 years old.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought.
boy. Okay. So this
Johnny.
is a George Jetson situation.
And Jennifer Grey was 26.
Right. But the character was 17.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
Yikes. Okay.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze was 25.
Here's Patrick Swayze.
I shagged her.
You don't remember him being English, do you?
He made some very interesting character choices.
I shagged her rotten, baby.
Well, no wonder Jerry Orbach was pissed.
Jerry!
What a phrase. I shagged her rotten. Oh, my God.
I shagged her rotten, baby. Yeah.
Come on. I wonder if that was a phrase before. Don't look at me, Myers. I'm embarrassed to
I
look
love
at
Mike Myers.
you. I do too.
I don't care how often people say that he's difficult or whatever. The dude's hilarious.
I would
He's
watch
so good.
100 movies with him being
Austin Powers,
Yeah.
100%.
That's the one thing
an
they need to
Austin
reboot.
4, no
For
doubt.
sure.
No doubt.
I shagged her rotten.
Shagged her rotten, baby.
You remember when he's in the hot tub with a lot of vagina, and she hits the spot and his foot comes out of the water and he's like a dog.
Friction.
Oh, the best. Anyway,
Maxo liked that scene.
Oh yeah,
man. What's her name?
Austin
Make a
Powers.
chuckle.
Those are three of my favorite movies of all time, no doubt.
What's the lady's name in the hot tub?
You just said it.
No, I mean her actress. Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, you do. It's the one that Church doesn't like.
No, it's not Salma Hayek. No, it's just some random gal.
Yeah. Udinio.
Yeah, she's a rando.
God, Charge is getting really obscure with this movie takes.
He hates her.
Yeah, no, Charge thinks Salma Hayek has two hairy arms.
That's right. You're
Her
right.
arms
You're
are
right.
too
You're right.
hairy.
You're right.
Insane?
Yeah, he does. That's his thing. He does. That's what he thinks.
Arms gross him out. The arms are the deal breaker, I believe.
Yep.
We gotta have a talk, Charge.
I don't want to speak for him, right? That's a problem on this station, but I believe that's the gist of it. 8 o'clock hour next. Marnie Gellner is here. We'll do Fan 5. Epic comeback for the Florida Gators last night. Talk some Wolves with Marnes. Then we'll do headlines. This is the Power 2 Morning Show on the Fan.
I shagged her. I shagged her rotten, baby. Yeah.
The Fan.
Something unexpected happened after Jeremy Scott confessed to killing Michelle Schofield in Bone Valley Season 1.
Every time I hear about my dad, it's, oh, he's a killer. He's just straight evil.
I was becoming the bridge between Jeremy Scott and the son he'd never known.
At the end of the day, I'm literally a son of a killer.
Listen to new episodes of Bone Valley Season 2 starting April 9th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.